This is Jeff from Metalluminati, and I'm here with Mark from Chimaira. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Long trip today with bus issues.
Yeah, a little too long for my taste.
Yeah. How was the LA show?
It was fun. Yeah, we had a good show, and then we were hanging out, and then woke up this morning, and we were like, yeah, we're in Riverside. We're like, Riverside? That sounds far away from Santa Cruz.
Yeah. I'm going over 17 in Atlanta.
Yeah, so we finally got here, though, and we somehow made it on time, and it was good.
Talk about you are always a forward thinker, and I always value that. Like Metalluminati is always like thinking about the forward thinking type of the industry right now, and you guys did like a crowdsourcing campaign. Talk about that a little bit and why you guys did it.
It was suggested by the fans, and it was suggested at a time where it wasn't the norm, where it's kind of turning into that now. And so luckily for us, because so many people have done it, we were able to study what other groups had done, and we were able to make up our own campaign based off of what we liked that people had done or what we didn't like, et cetera, et cetera. And we were pretty blown away to see that we not only met our goal but doubled it. And it was awesome for us because we had actually invested personal money into it at first, and it was kind of a rolling the dice event, if you will. And we were really thankful, and that gave us a really big, not only confidence boost, but it helps the business as well.
Well, we've talked before how you guys are always thinking of newer, more forward ideas in the music industry as it's changed so much. You know, record labels have kind of, gone away because of the deals that they've set up, and, usually for artists. That is usually something that basically kills the band, What other things have you guys thought of? I mean, like you just did the CDs where you had like the lifelong shows, like shows for life and stuff, yeah.
What was the question?
Just that you guys are doing more forward-thinking marketing ideas,
right,
using social media and stuff, and have always been ahead. What tricks besides just the crowdsourcing have you guys really pushed forward in doing new concepts and ideas?
Every day is changing. I mean, so there was a point where I spent energy being upset about it.
Sure.
And then there was a point where I spent energy trying to analyze it. And then now there's a point where I don't spend any energy thinking about it at all. I could care less what happens with the music industry. So daily now, we adapt on how to operate our business. We look at our business as completely independent to everything, everybody, and every scene, everything. So we're not looking at it anymore, because what works for one will not work for another, even though that might have in the past. So we're just trying to do everything completely independent and worry about ourselves and not even focus on the industry whatsoever. And what we're trying to do is look at our business, band, whatever, the business of our band,
sure, and
fix/enhance everything that we feel is lagging or has been lacking for some time.
Because you foresee that CDs are probably going to become more irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because more and more people are just digital downloading. You can see vinyl where, like a first edition book, it's something kind of a little more special, where the digital kind of just...
Yeah, we're still a CD band, though, actually. I mean, our percentage for the sales for Crown of Phantoms is... I'd say 5-to-1 physical sales still. We're really high, where a pop artist, for example, might be 5-to-1 digital, 8-to-1 digital. So we're still heavily dealing in physical product. So realizing that, because that was the same case for Age of Hell, realizing that, we put an emphasis into the artwork this time around and made sure that the special editions were all different, and we could do things like that because we realize we're a band that still has the majority of our audience wants a physical material.
Uncontrollable appetite to kill the pain. Where's your God now? Where's your faith? Which
how important it is to tour now since sales have kind of, changed. It's more about the performance and reaching the fans in a performance setting rather than purely,
Yeah, I think that what we've been focusing on, for the past 19 months. Sorry, it's been a long day.
Yeah, no worries.
What we've been focusing on for the past 19 months is rebuilding the band, obviously, because we had lineup changes, but also rebuilding, and actually, I should say, just building a connection on the web. And we were a band that we started when the internet was it was still in its infant stages as being used as a tool, marketing tool for a band, and we were using Napster and mp3.com to promote our band, while some artists were looking at it in a completely other facet. So we were always kind of using the internet, but there was a time where it just like almost got like too overwhelming, and then we lost touch with it, I feel. So in the past 19 months, besides rebuilding the band, we've been rebuilding the internet presence and just getting everything back in line. And you wouldn't believe how like intense amount of work that is,
Sure.
Just in itself. So that takes a while. And excuse me. So now I think we'll be focusing more intently on the live show now that we've got that kind of in order, and working with the album is done, and the band is rebuilt, and we're all in a great place, and we feel that we've got our shit together all on that aspect. The live setting, it's a really tough time. A lot of bands are having a difficult time drawing, and we're no exception to that. Some nights are better than others, and but I look at it, and I look at Chimaira in the past, and it's like, man, we've always had this difficult time with headlining. We've always been like the world's best support act, and we can go play Mayhem and crush 7,000 kids, and then you'd swear that every single one of them knew the band because they're singing along and chanting our name. And then we'll come back to that city 6 months later, and it's like, where the hell is everybody? So I think that our focus now is going to be on the live, and how can we build that better than it ever has been. And so the way we're going to do that is just get out and start kicking ass, and put on a really great performance. I think that it's important for fans out there to know that maybe if they've seen the band before, they think they've seen the band before, they really haven't. So it's time to come and check out what it's all about now. And I think that's going to be our focus for quite some time now, is rebuilding the whole live.
Cool, man. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate
No
it.
worries.
Metalluminati, motherfuckers.